Hello! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hello! Uh, hello, MS Titanic 2 of DCs. Play the Minecraft soundtrack. And start. Oh, who is that? 2 Minute Maritime, how's it going? And I have to start deleting the entire draft now, which sucks. I can't tell if this is laggy or not. I don't think it is. I think it's good for now. You know what? I'm probably gonna delete probably up to F deck. This is probably gonna take the whole stream just to delete it. I'm hoping to put in at least 2 hours. If only I knew you streamed earlier, I would have subbed and just did now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 2 Minute Maritime. I'm just gonna call you Maritime, is that alright? By the way, my controller is almost dead, so if I stop moving for a sec, you know why. I forgot to charge it. That's fine. Alright. Or I'll show you the front of it. If you're at Rilo's stream, this is the front of it. It kind of comes up, but it also curves out, which I don't like a bit. Well, I mean, no, I'm gonna reshape it up to, I want to say, this section. I'm gonna reshape it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I don't have to delete much at all, actually. Which is nice. I'm gonna turn this down. If Cryptic comes, he's probably gonna say the music's annoying like he did last stream, but oh well. Oh well, I'm not complaining. Minecraft music is annoying at certain points. Alright. 4 people here, hello. And since this is PS3, this is all done in 1.13. Or if I go to my controls, it says 1.12.2, I think, for some reason. I doubt it. I think that's just a thing in the game's code. In Roblox, Tiny Sailor's World. I can't play Tiny Sailor's World. It won't let me spawn ships. I'm using Titanic and I changed name into Empress of Ireland. You do know what the Empress of Ireland is, right? Titanic 2. Stupid ads. You do know what the Empress of Ireland is, right? It was a very famous Canadian liner that was struck... That collided with a Norwegian coal liner. It capsized and sank in 14 minutes. Okay, you do know what it is. Okay. It was a very famous Canadian liner. In fact, Empress of Ireland is probably one of my favorite ships, to be honest with you. To be beaten by probably the Olympic class, mainly Olympic, Queen Elizabeth and Queen Mary. I think I'm starting to like Queen Elizabeth more than Queen Mary, to be honest with you. And then there's, of course, the Mauritania, and then the Lusitania. Of course, not in that order, because Olympic is my favorite ship. I'll turn that down even more, because dang, that's loud. Alrighty then. See how it looks now on that side. Burrow's becoming a man from like Queen Elizabeth. I always did like Queen Elizabeth. Well, the ship Queen Elizabeth. Not so much the actual queen. I always did like her, but I always liked Queen Mary more. Queen Mary was at one point my favorite ship. That wasn't too long ago. That was about, I want to say, 10 months ago. But now it's Olympic. Probably, maybe. I don't want to say probably, maybe going to be beaten by Queen Elizabeth. Who knows? If she survived that fire, then she definitely would have been hauled back to Long Beach, I would say, at the end of her career, had she survived that fire. Of course, she didn't. And she's nothing but history now. Which is sad, because she was a pretty good liner. She tried her best. I think she was paved over with a dock, I think, in Hong Kong. Down in China. Where's Hong Kong? I thought... Is Hong Kong in China or Malaysia? I don't know. I'm thinking of some other city-state, but I don't know which one it is. No, I think Singapore's the one in Malaysia. Singapore's the one in Malaysia, is it not? And Hong Kong's the one in China, I believe. Oh, oh, cryptic! Oh, I'm missing messages. Uh-oh. SS City of New York is my favorite ship here. That's awesome. She's a pretty good ship. Okay, I saw that one. Cryptic, how's it going? Was not expecting 2-minute maritime and Titanic to the seas being here. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth, she got scrapped in 1986. Not true. Queen Elizabeth, a fire started in her. Queen Elizabeth. And then I believe it was the fire tug spraying water that actually capsized the ship, and they basically said no. Well, from my memory, they basically said no, we're not salvaging her, and they... Well, I mean, they did kind of scrap her, yeah, but... That was in the 70s, I thought, wasn't it? It was in 1972 when she caught fire, wasn't it? I know, I'm gonna have to watch Alex the Historian's video on the Queen Elizabeth again. Next ship I build in this scale is probably going to be something smaller like the Eastland. That is, if I can find deck plans of the Eastland. Oh, come on. There we go. Which one was it that I wanted to... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the inventory thing on mine. Interface sensitivity. Up we go. Up we go. Suffer good. Yes, in the 1970s, you should build a nomadic. I'm doing a 2-to-1 Titanic 2 law. That's awesome, because a 2-to-1 Titanic is probably a lot easier than a 4-to-1 Titanic cryptic. And actually, I laid down the keels for the nomadic and the traffic for my YouTube channel, but I haven't gotten any farther than that. Next stream is probably going to be on the Kerberos. Okay, so 2 more sections. Either the Kerberos or the Aquitania is going to be the next stream. For my YouTube channel. My actual YouTube channel that I started for that. This isn't what I started my YouTube channel for, not for my 3-to-1 or 2-to-1 Titanic. I don't know what that means. Can I see bow curve? Yeah, the bow curve is actually the reason why I'm deleting the hull cryptic. It's why I was deleting the hull, because I didn't like it very much, so I'll show you it once I'm done deleting this part of the hull. But yes, absolutely you can. But you'll have to look at the start of the stream to see the bow curve. You're gonna have to look at the start of the stream to see the original bow curve, I must say. Which wasn't that good in my opinion, so I deleted it. Got one section today, and now that's all gone. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same one that it should be. Yes, it is, so I can delete this. Alright. This is the bow curve so far. I know you can't see its redness, but it's red, don't worry. Alright. Let's hope I do a better bow curve this time. Alright. Let's hope I can trust myself this time. I'll delete one more section. I'll delete one more. Just in case. I do not trust myself anymore. Not with this. I just want to get onto the interior. I don't want to build an online business. I'm quite fine with my YouTube channel. I hate ads. Why is that your ships are like... Which one is the ships? Because it's the easiest hull for me to build, Cryptic. 1912. Are we doing the 1910 version? Titanic never had a 1910 version. What's an insult? Not gonna lie. Yeah, my next ship is gonna have that advanced hull. I'm trying to lean away from this kind of hull. And by the way, Titanic never had a 1910 version. Her stern was barely laid out in 1910. There's this YouTube channel called Titanic Films by Mark, and he does pretty interesting community posts. Shout out to him. He showed a picture from February of 1910 of Titanic's still laid out stern, which was pretty cool, I must admit. Now, there's nothing wrong with Rich's ships. I think his ships are amazing. Alright, time to get started on the hull again. I'll probably do this side first. Alright. Probably gonna use the same design more. Meant 1911. Finger slit meant the one that was launched with no funnels and his. Oh, I know what you mean. No, I'm doing the 1912 version. I'm doing the 1912 version, definitely. Not gonna lie, that bow curve is very inaccurate to the real Titanic. I know it is, but personally, I don't care very much. I just want it to do a ship with an interior. I'm so lazy. I'm gonna copy this design. I know it's not very accurate, but personally, I don't care. 3, then 3 again. That's not right, so I'm gonna change this one up. I'll do one side at a... I'll do one side first and then the other side. See how hard that is. For me, I'm probably gonna mess it up. This is probably gonna be another Lusitania move. A 1-to-1 Lusitania move where I accidentally make it asymmetrical. Alright. Two, three, four, five, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Titanic Adventure Out of Time. I don't know what that is. I've never actually heard of that, I don't think. Yeah, I know I could cryptic. That actually really sucks that I don't have world edit. Oh, and 2-to-1, the decks are 5 blocks high? I only made them 4 blocks high. Oh, well, you live, you learn. I don't care. I personally don't care at all right now. My cat is meowing outside my door. But just before the stream started, she was literally laying on my chair that I'm sitting on right now. She was laying on it, and I'm like... And like, literally right before the stream started, she got up and I was like, yeah, let's go. I think I missed a message. Titanic had 9 decks in real life. I'm pretty sure I had 10 decks in real life, if I'm not mistaken. I had 10 decks, didn't it? Hang on. Tank Top, Orlop, G. Crap. I can't say the alphabet backwards. Alright, Tank Top deck, Orlop deck, G deck, F deck, E deck. Alright, final. Tank Top, Orlop, G, F, E, D, B. Why can't I say the alphabet backwards? Alright, Tank Top, Orlop, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, Boat. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decks. Not counting the ones on the officers' quarters. In all fairness, Cryptic, when you think about the Hall curve, look at the launch of Olympic. If you just take it from the video, the launch of the Olympic, like, only just take it from Olympic, then this is an accurate Hall curve. I have no clue why it appeared so boxy in the launch video, but it did. Bruh, I keep getting error. Try again. What do you mean? Why did my chat just disappear? Why did my chat just disappear? I'm gonna save my game. Is everyone still out there? Oh, Maritime's still here. Cryptic's still here. Titanic 2's still here. Great, everyone's here. Because my chat just full-on disappeared. Wait. That should... Okay. No. I'm gonna reorganize my inventory. This should be here, this should be here, this should be here, this should be here. That should be there. This should be here. This is gonna go here while this is going here. What's this? There we go. Better inventory now. Even better inventory now. Probably the best one now. Oh, crap. Alright. I'm gonna make that go one more block down. That's still gonna go really high. So I'm gonna really quickly look at the curve and see how I did this time. And I'll be honest, it's starting to get that old shape curve again. Which I really hate, but if there's no way around it, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it. At least on my ships, I hate it. Others, I don't really care. I just hate mine when they do that. Or I'm gonna have to keep making it sharper every time. Five, 6. You missing any chat messages? Yes, I did. Oh! Where is Devi? Devi! It is 5 in the morning for Devi. So, I've learned the Philippine time zone, the Australian time zone, and the British time zone. Now I just need to learn mine. Devi's probably still asleep. I don't know why there's no Titanic footage. There is footage of Olympic being launched. There's footage of Britannic being launched, but there's no footage of Titanic being launched. Which, I mean, I guess is fair. Nobody really cared about Titanic that much. In all fairness. But still, there is one definite piece of footage of Titanic, and that's only because you can see her nameplate. That was when she was in Belfast. Well, there is one way, and that's deleting the hull balance. Yeah, but I really don't want to do that. This thing is huge for me. I think it's the biggest scale ship of Titanic I can build. You're doing what I used to do with the bottom of my ships. Oh, really? It's because the Titanic was almost identical to Olympic, so there was really no use of the movie. Yeah, you're right, Cryptic. You are right. That is probably why there's no footage. Nobody cared about Titanic. Nobody cared about it at all. I mean, this might be a good... Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this, actually. This looks actually really good. It looks a lot better than the other ones. I'm gonna keep this. This section's probably going to be the most confusing for me to build on the other side. Take a look at that curve. And it is getting better. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not getting better. Maybe it's not getting better. We'll see. We will see. But that's like saying no one cared about World War I. How so? How so nobody cared about World War I? Everybody cared about World War I pretty much, because it was a worldwide war. Almost. Some countries were neutral. Sweden. But I mean, every country was affected. True. Ugly curve. Boy, do you not understand references? I have no clue. I have no clue. What am I supposed to be getting? Because a ton of people cared about Titanic. It was in the paper and everything, but the electric camera was there. Well, yeah, but the Olympic was there before the Titanic, and the Olympic was almost identical to Titanic, so they didn't really care about... The Titanic was old news. The Olympic cared... The Olympic was the one getting all the attention. You see, in the James Cameron movie, the Titanic's leaving Southampton, there's this massive crowd of people. That's not very accurate. There was about half that many, I want to assume, for Titanic. There was that many for the Olympic, I think. Not going to lie, that's mostly because everyone knows what reference means. I know what reference means! It's one of those words you can't put into, like, you know what it means, but you can't explain it. Before you even say to me, explain it. People only cared about Titanic after she sank. And even then, the press only really wanted to know what happened to the billionaires, or maybe Titanic's officers. That is a long curve. I do not like that curve. And I'm starting to not like the bow curve even more, but that's, I guess, what I'm probably gonna have to deal with, so, oh well. By the way, why doesn't that apply to Mauritania? Well, Mauritania and Lusitania are different. Mauritania probably did get less applause than Lusitania. Lusitania was probably the one that got the most applause, but Mauritania and Lusitania were built at the same time. They had their keels laid down in a day of each other, whereas Titanic and Olympic was 3 months. And Titanic had several delays during its construction because of the Olympic. But the Lusitania and Mauritania were being built in different shipyards at the same time, so they were essentially only 3 months apart from having their maiden voyages. So it was essentially the same timing. I'm just curious. No, we're not fighting. We're just curious. But Lusitania and Mauritania were built about the same time, whereas Titanic and Olympic weren't. That's what I would probably assume. That and Mauritania started getting a speed record with Lusitania. But then again, that's after the maiden voyage, so that doesn't really count. That hardly counts. By the way, I am going to add a shear to this ship. I am going to add the shear, but I thought it'd be easiest to get the hull done and over with first. Just FYI. Probably gonna add 1 block there. Yeah, 1 block will do it. Dang it. I should probably start using Spotify. "1940s, 1980s ocean liner guy. Anything before, I'm clueless." I'm the 1840s, mainly 1860s to 1940s guy for ocean liners. So in the period of about 80 years. The only reason Titanic hit the iceberg is because when they stopped the propellers for a couple seconds, the water flow stopped, so then the rudder was doing nothing. It wasn't doing nothing, but it was doing a bit... It wasn't doing its best. Well, I mean... I don't know if it would have survived or not. There's a good chance it might have, but I really don't know. People say that it's Smith's fault people say it's Smith's fault that Titanic struck the iceberg, but that's just not true at all in any sense, because for most of the voyage, he didn't have boiler room 1 lit. And he also diverted the ship south for the voyage, which was less of a chance of them hitting an iceberg. So in my opinion, it was just bad luck. And Murdoch probably wouldn't have known that the propellers would help the rudder. I wouldn't, that's for sure. If they didn't stop the propellers and put the propellers at half instead of full backwards, they would had a better chance of not hitting the iceberg. Well, the thing is, Titanic's engines weren't reversed. Titanic's engines were only stopped. When Fleet, well, most likely Murdoch, But when either which one of them saw the iceberg, Murdoch ordered hard to starboard and all stop, not hard to starboard and full speed astern. He ordered all stop. I have to get some chat messages. Titanic would have survived if it hit it head on. That's debatable. That is very debatable. But I need you to confirm this. A book from my childhood says when Titanic hit the iceberg, says that Smith was in his underwear when Titanic hit the iceberg. Is this true? What? No. Smith was asleep. Smith was literally asleep. He turned in at like 10:30, I thought. But he turned in during Lightollers' command of the ship. Then after Lightollers' command, it turned to Murdoch's command, and then the ship struck the iceberg. Smith was asleep. So was Andrews and Ismay. No, God, no, that's not true. Not what I would say, anyways. He probably still would have had his pajamas on, but yeah, I mean. Captain Bartlett on Britannic, it was a 9:12, I think, when Britannic struck the mine. Bartlett was still in his pajamas, so I mean, there you go. The bottom of the ship looks trash, not gonna lie. I cannot agree more with you, Cryptic. I cannot agree more with you. It looks like garbage to me, but oh well. It's the inside that matters. But mainly the outside. Here, one sec, guys. I'm just gonna get a bottle of water real quick. And pause this. Oh god, that water tastes horrible. I think that it's warm. That's why. Hello, I'm back. Right back. See you, Cryptic. I'll see you soon. You're gonna have issues with the internet next, lol. Probably. Oh, interiors, lol, not the internet. Well, I'm still probably gonna have issues with the internet, but I mean... Back. Hey, Cryptic. You're going to have issues with the interiors. Because they said that the only reason they hit the iceberg is because it took 4 minutes to put his pants on. 4 minutes to put his pants on. Smith was on the bridge within. I'm sorry. I am. Smith. Um, 4 minutes to put his pants. Smith was on the bridge within a minute of the collision. Maritime, Smith was on the bridge within a minute of the collision. Smith was asleep. So was Wild and Lightoller and Pittman, I think. And Boxall apparently wasn't feeling good, so he wasn't on shift, I don't think, that day. That shift. I got to go eat. See ya. Have a good one, Cryptic. I'll see you later, Cryptic. This is probably gonna look like trash, but oh well. Everyone's still here, or did you all leave? Apart from Cryptic. Oh, this looks horrible. Alright, No, I'll keep doing this side. I think this section is the one I'm gonna start curving the hull up on. Maybe this one. Oh, your streams look better than Rilo's, to be honest. More entertaining. Really? That's nice to know. Hang on, I'll do a quick counter thing. So this is gonna be on the same layer. This is gonna go up one block. This is gonna go up one block. And then this is gonna go up 2 blocks. And then this is gonna go up 1, 2, 3 blocks. I think that's how it's gonna work. Is Rilo still live? Or is he not live anymore? Probably not live anymore, but I don't know with him. I think he is. I just checked. Now you got 177 subs, man. Almost the 187 like me. Captain Alex, how's it going? Almost to 187. Well, if I post another trying to get a sub from every country video, I'm probably gonna surpass you pretty quickly. I don't want to make my own business. I want to keep doing YouTube. Hate ads so much. Alright, how does this look? It doesn't look that good, but I'll be honest, I'm just gonna deal with it. I don't care anymore. I really don't. Let's see if I can get the side of the ship finished. I'm trying to get more recruits for fight in the dangerous world called WChat. The savior of WChat. Okay. This puts me in a tough position. This puts me in a really tough position. Do I want to join? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Thank you, though, Captain Alex. 3-1 Oasis of the Seas soon? Absolutely not, Maritime. Absolutely not. I can barely deal with this. And I'll tell you something. I haven't been on a ship my entire life. And I plan to be very soon. Mainly Queen Mary 2, probably. But, oh well. Been streaming for 45 minutes. Excellent. I cannot wait for this to be finished. I was on the Queen Elizabeth, not the good one, the modern ugly one no one cares about. Queen Elizabeth is... Cunard has had 3 Queen Elizabeths. There was the Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Elizabeth II, which I guess kinda doesn't count, because it's called Queen Elizabeth II, but I mean, it's still a Queen Elizabeth. And then there's the Queen Elizabeth in 2010. I think the actual Queen Elizabeth christened all 3 of those ships. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she christened all 3 of those, which was really cool. Although the original one, the original Queen Elizabeth, if she did christen her, then that would make the Queen Elizabeth back then Princess Elizabeth. Because she wasn't queen yet. George was still alive, so... It was George the 7th, if I'm not mistaken? George the 6th? I have a hard time keeping up with monarchs. Before Queen Elizabeth. Dang it. What's your thoughts on the failed Titanic 2 ship and the movie? The ship is never going to be launched. The movie, I can't tell you much about, because I have watched it about twice, and I don't remember much of it. I do know they used the Queen Mary on it, though, which is kind of weird, but it's a classic A Night to Remember move. So the ship, never gonna be launched. The movie, probably not that good. If I were to be honest. Seven, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Titanic, 666. Oh, really? Was it? Titanic 666? Well then. I need help on making my Edmund Fitzgerald movie more exciting so that I'm accepted into the film school. Any ideas? Yes, sir. Well, obviously you have to have the scene where the Fitzgerald loses power, loses contact with the Anderson. But the thing is, nobody actually knows how the Edmund Fitzgerald sank, although there are some pretty good estimates. So, I hate you so much, a stupid ad. Yeah, have to have that scene. And you also have to have the scene where, if you want, I would say you should have the scene where it's battling the waves and it starts to break in half. Then the bridge goes under, like always, and then never comes back up. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I think this is pretty good. Well, not pretty good, but it's okay. It's okay in my opinion. What deck is this? This is F deck. Alright, I have to do the other side. Let's hope I can get the bow of the ship done today. Maybe not fill it in, but at least get the skeleton done. I don't know if you've seen the Mummy movies starring Brendan Fraser trying to make a Lusitania Mummy crossover movie. What do you think? I don't know. That kind of sounds like Titanic 666 for me. So I don't know if you should do that, but you do you. I think that's just barely gonna be fine. Titanic 666, disgrace. Yeah, the movie flopped, I believe. The James Cameron movie was supposed to be a flop, and it ended up being the best-selling picture award, so... there you go. Yeah, I am definitely not building anything larger than a 2-to-1 Titanic. Probably ever. Just saying. Me and a friend of mine are making a Lusitania 2 movie that's horror action film, so that's why I'm having that mummy idea. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna have to lower the tank top deck for now. So I'm gonna delete those.
Okay, so let's move to 30 minutes.
No! Lusitania 2 and a sequel to Mon TV movie as in a ship called Lusitania 2. That sounds kinda Titanic 2-ish, but again, you do you. Hmm. I really don't like this, but actually, it's not that bad now. Only if you look at it from here, it kind of looks bad. Right. I think this is starting to get a little boring, isn't it, guys? Is it starting to get boring for you? It's a horror film, 2-minute maritime. I don't know if it's a sequel. Nice. No. Alright. Well, it's getting boring for me. Do you want to do something fun? Like a, Q&A, maybe? It's great, I want more. You don't want a Q&A? Alright. Who wants a Q&A? Just a little fun... Sure? Alright. Alex, do you want a Q&A? Titanic 2, if you're still here. Do you want a Q&A? A little fun Q&A, see who wins. A little fun competition. Pause this and go on Google Docs to make up some questions. Alright. I'm gonna spend 1 or 2 minutes making up some questions. Alex, do you want a Q&A? Do you want a little fun competition? Nope, not that. Alex isn't responding. Alex, Captain Alex, do you want a Q&A? Do you want a fun little competition? Because I know there are 2 people here, unless you left, and someone else is watching. Alright. Alright. Take him as is? Alright. Oh, only 1 person's watching. I'm gonna have to wait until 2 people are watching to do it. I'm still gonna make up the questions, though. The only 1 person's here. I'm gonna wait until 2 people are here. Maritime. Next one. Alright. I have a bunch of questions laid out. Is anyone else here? Because I want to do a competition and it has to be done with 2 people. Is anyone else here? In the meantime, while someone says they're here, I'm gonna start working on this again. The YouTube algorithm did me dirty. Yeah, they did. I agree, Maritime. I 100% agree. And do this until someone else comes. So someone says in the chat that they're here. Maybe Devi will wake up early and see that I'm streaming. That would be nice, Maritime, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's quite alright. Yeah, that's 100% okay, but I'm just saying you don't have to do that if you don't want. Oh, but wait, this is gonna be one block higher, isn't it? So there it is. And now there are 0 people on my stream. Cool. Alright, I sent the message to Rilo's gang. Let's hope someone comes then. How many of them responded, Maritime? Maritime, how many of them responded? There are 2 people here. I hear a 4-wheeler outside my wall. Is there anyone out there? All of them were just being to the Aquitania, but I think another will come. To the Aquitania? Okay. Been streaming for an hour now. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone's coming, Maritime. Here, 1 second. Alright. I feel actually bad for you. I wish I could set up a radio station saying everyone J-Ships is... That is quite alright, Maritime. That is fine. Don't feel bad at all. You should not feel bad for any reason. It's their fault if they don't want to come to the stream. It's not yours. So don't feel bad. You are perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. Crystal! Finally! Right. I'm about to do a Q&A on ships. Here are the rules that you have to follow for the Q&A. Whatever question I ask you, you are allowed to Google it. You can Google it as many times as you want, but you have to get it within 2 minutes. Or 120 seconds. Yeah, 120 seconds. So 2 minutes you have to get it in. Whoever gets it first gets a point. So, are you all ready for question 1 of the Q&A? Are you all ready? I'll set it up for 2 minutes and 10 seconds, because I think there's a delay on the stream. Go for it. Maritime, Did Maritime leave? Oh, Maritime's still... Okay, Maritime's still here. Alright. Alright. Question 1. I will set up the 2 minute and 10 second timer right now, actually. Hang on. 2 minute, 10 second timer. Here we go. Question 1. When was Titanic's maiden voyage started? When did Titanic start her maiden voyage? 3, 2, 1, go. Whoever gets it first gets a point. You have to have the exact date. You don't have to put the day, but you have to have the date. And the year. April 10th, 1912. There you go. There's our first point. So, Maritime 1. Crystal 0. Alright. Question number 2. What were the 4 small tender ships that serviced the Titanic during her maiden voyage? So the 4 tenders that brought passengers and cargo on during the voyage. 3, 2, 1, go. You probably know 2 of them, but probably no more. Dang it, I don't type fast enough, lol. That is alright. What were the 4 tenders that serviced Titanic? If nobody gets it, nobody gets a point. You have to get all 4 of them. Pneumatic traffic, and then I had a brain dead after that. You got 2 of them, Maritime. You got 2 of them, but now you need the other 2. Move my camera up a little. You can Google it as much as you want. Just FYI. But you only have 1 minute and 15 seconds. You have to name the 4 tenders that service Titanic. In Liverpool and Queenstown. America? America and what? America? Okay. What's the other one? 30 seconds. On 20 seconds. What's the other one, Maritime? 10 seconds. If you don't name this one, no one's getting a point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Time is up. The answer was the nomadic, the traffic. I need to get better at this, lol. That's okay, Crystal. Alright. The answer was the nomadic, the traffic, the America, and the Ireland. Nomadic, traffic, America, and Ireland. Alright, so this one is done. Question 3. What was the name of the first post-Ismay White Star liner? So, from 1870 onward. Bro, Ireland. Yeah, it was called Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. What was the name of the first post-1870 White Star liner? 3, 2, 1, go! The name of the first post-Ismay White Star liner. This one should be easy. Any guesses? The name of the first post-Ismay White Star liner. You have 1 minute and 5 seconds. Oh, Majestic or Romantic? No, it's not the Homeric. The first, no, not the Homeric. 45 seconds. The first post Thomas Ismay White Star liner. Post Thomas Ismay. Not Bruce Ismay. Thomas Ismay. The weird one. Regina. It wasn't the Regina. Post Thomas Ismay. Not Bruce Ismay. Bruce Ismay took over when Thomas died. The first White Star liner. Come on. 15 seconds. 15, 8, 7. Come on, quick. 3, 2. The Oceanic. Crystal got it with 3 seconds to spare. The Oceanic. You both have 1 point. Adriatic, Teutonic. No, it was the Oceanic. The Oceanic from 1870. Thomas Ismay, not Bruce. Alright, so this one was done. Crystal won. By not very much, but she still won. Question 4. What was the date that Titanic was launched on? Starting in 3, 2, 1. When was Titanic launched? I have to Google this myself. When was the Titanic launched? May 31st, 1911. Crystal wins. May 31st, 1911. Alright. Question 5. What ship... Oh, wait. Actual launched on the other meaning? Like, what day was she launched? It's over now, Maritime Crystal 1. That question. But question number 5. Question number 5 is... What ship was the Olympic scrapped along... Oh, wait. I didn't know if you meant started construction or put in the water. I would say start construction if it was started construction. Or launched if she was launched. That's what I would put, Maritime. But don't worry. Question 5. What ship was the Olympic scrapped alongside by? What ship was beside the Olympic when it was scrapped? 3, 2, 1, go. HMS Hawk. Wrong answer. That was the ship it collided with in 1911. That might help you with Mauritania. Mauritania was correct. The RMS Mauritania was scrapped alongside the RMS Olympic in 1935 to 1937. Maritime won that one. You are both at a tie. Now, before I continue, I want to make sure that both of you are up to date with the stream. So, click your... Basically, try and... I don't know how to explain it. If you're on computer, press your right arrow key as many times as you can until it stops replaying. Alright. Question 6. What were the 3 Olympic-class sister ships called? 3, 2, 1, go. What were the 3 Olympic-class sister ships? In chronological order. Score is 2-2. Yeah, it is 2-2. Come on, what are the 3 Olympic-class sister ships in chronological order? I will not count it until it's chronological order. You have 1 minute 45. Any guesses? What were the 3 Olympic-class sister ships? Olympic, Titanic, Britannic. Regina was first, technically. Regina was not part of the Olympic-class sister ships. Regina was not in any way part of the Olympic class, but seeing as you did put them in chronological order, I will take it, Maritime. Maritime, you are ahead by 1 point. You are ahead by 1 point. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Question 7. What name was given to the Queen Mary at first? What was the Queen Mary originally supposed to be named? Now, there are 2 answers for this one. 3, 2, 1, go. What was the Queen Mary supposed to be named? This is question 7. Queen Victoria is correct. Queen Victoria is correct. The other answer was just Victoria. No, I do not want to reload the site. There we go. Oh my law. Yeah, it was supposed to be named Queen Victoria. And then when Cunard basically went to the British Admiralty, they said, we want to name our ship after Britain's most famous queen. And the king misinterpreted that, so they basically had no choice but to rename it to Queen Mary. Legend has it. Alright. Question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Question 8. What world war did the Britannic serve in? 3, 2, 1, go. What world war did the Britannic serve in? World War I is correct. Maritime has 5 points compared to Crystal's 2. Alright. Next question is going to be a little bit tougher. Question 9, I think, maybe. What was the first ship that White Star Line tested luxury over speed on? 3, 2, 1, go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. What was the first ship that White Star Line tested luxury over speed on? Teutonic or Britannic one. The Oceanic, none of those are right. Teutonic was not it. Britannic was not it. Oceanic was not it. Ismay was a person. Ismay was the name of a person, not a ship, but oh well. What was the first ship that White Star Line tested luxury over speed on? You can go to Tom Linsky's video if you like, but you'd have to know the exact time where it goes. History of the White Star Line. Majestic is not correct, sorry. It is not correct. Majestic is not the right answer. 40 seconds. Oh, Coptic. Close, but no. It is not the Coptic. It has a similar name. Bismarck was the name of a warship, not an ocean liner. Bismarck was built when the White Star Line was merged with Cunard. Adriatic is not the right answer. Come on. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Cymric. Should I count that? Cymric. The Cymric is the right answer, Maritime. But that message came in, for me, at the -1 second mark. Yes, count it. Perfect. No, you already got the right answer, Maritime. The answer was the Cymric. Crystal is saying count it. I'm assuming Maritime's gonna say count it. Should I count it, Maritime? I'm gonna count it. Good job, Maritime. I count it. Come on. Good job, Maritime. You got it at the -1 second mark, and you still managed to count it. Awesome. That was very, very, very close. But it was the SS Kimrick. White Star Line realized that going for speed was too expensive, and it often was short-lived, so they just converted one of their cargo ships, still on construction, and converted it to an ocean liner. And then wanting to build a better ship, they built the Oceanic 2. Alright, 1, 2, I'm gonna number these. Hang on. Control-Shift-7. Yes. Question number 10, and the final question, maybe. What was the first White Star Liner what was the first White Star Liner lost in World War I? 3, 2, 1, go. The first White Star Liner lost in World War I. It was also the first Allied ship lost in World War I believe. Hint, hint. Allied ocean liner, at least, anyways. The Arabic 2. Close, but not quite, Crystal. It is not the Arabic. Arabic had a horrific sinking, dear lord. Oceanic is the correct answer. Maritime won 7-2. Maritime won 7-2. The Oceanic 2 is the correct answer. So, congratulations, Maritime. Now the question is, should I do 10 more questions before I end the stream? Should I do 10 more questions or no? Before I end the stream. Wait, you should have been clear. What is the losses? No, just any loss. Oh, I'm sorry, Maritime. Any loss in general. It doesn't have to be by enemy action. Oceanic was not sunk by enemy action. But still. Maritime saying yes. What about you, Crystal? Are we doing 10 more questions before the stream ends or no? Here, one sec. Alright. Alright. Yes, do it. 5 more. I'll do 5 more. Just one moment. I'm gonna think of the questions first. Question 12. Question 13. Question 14. Oh god, what's question 14 gonna be? And finally, I'm gonna try and do one not about the White Star Line. I'll try and do one not about the White Star Line for the final question. I'm gonna do one about the one on the painting behind me. Alright. Question 11. Are you all ready? I will give you 5 extra seconds. So that's 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You get to do this. Question 11. What was the first purpose-built Cunard liner? 3, 2, 1, go. What was the first purpose-built Cunard liner? Does anyone know? I'll change question 12. Unicorn, the first purpose-built Cunard liner. Unicorn was chartered. The first purpose-built Cunard liner. Unicorn was chartered. Technically the Unicorn. I said purpose-built. Unicorn wasn't purposely built for Cunard. Unicorn was chartered. What is the first purpose-built Cunard liner? Technically, you are right. The Unicorn is the first Cunard liner. Britannia. That is the correct answer I was looking for. Done. Alright. Maritime wins that one. I'm going to quickly give him a point. 8. I'm going to change question 12 because I don't know question 12, so that's not really fair. Well, it's still moving. There we go. Alright. Question 12. How many compartments could the Britannic withstand flooded with it still moving? How many compartments could the Britannic from 1914 withstand and it still move? 3, 2, 1, go. How many compartments could the Britannic withstand with it still moving. I'll tell you, it's not the answer that you think it is, probably. How many compartments could the Titanic withstand flooded with it still moving? Any guesses? Anyone at all? How many compartments could the Titanic withstand flooded and it still be mobile? Nobody answers. Nobody gets a point. You have 1 minute. 4. That was the Titanic. Titanic, that is close, Crystal. But not... It's 7. That didn't come through for me, Maritime. 7 is not the right answer. 6 is technically... Britannic could withstand 6, but it had to stay still. It couldn't move without it sinking, I believe. Come on. It's not 4, it's not 7, it's not 6. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 5. 5 is correct. With 10 seconds to spare. Technically, the Britannic could withstand 6 compartments. But if it wanted to move, if it wanted to keep moving, it could only handle 5. So Maritime won that one. Maritime is currently winning 9-2. Question 13. What? Oh, good job, Maritime. What was the only White Star Liner? Question 13. What was the only White Star Liner post Thomas Ismay to have paddle wheels? 3, 2, 1, go. The only White Star Liner post Thomas Ismay, post any Ismay, to be honest, to have paddle wheels. So I did just give you a little hint. I said any Ismay. Go to the wiki page and look at which one looks more like a paddle wheel. P.S. Tell you something, the pneumatic and the traffic replaced it. That's a really huge hint. Ireland. Ireland was not owned by White Star Line, but this one was. Go to the wiki, list of White Star Line ships. Which one looks most like a paddle wheel? Post Ismay. Any Ismay. Doesn't matter which Ismay. "30 seconds. "20 seconds. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! The answer was the SS Gallic. I believe it was built in the 1890s and then was bought by the White Star Line. It was a paddle wheel. Zealandic is not the right answer. Zealandic was a full-blown steamship. The answer was the SS Gallic of 1895, if I'm not mistaken, but it was bought by the White Star Line in 1907, and because it was so small for the increasing number of passengers, it was scrapped in 1913, and the Nomadic and the Traffic replaced it. So nobody wins on that one. But it was the SS Gallic. Oops. Oh, crap. What did I do? There we go. Question 14. This should be an easy one. What was the Britannic of 1914 sunk by? 3, 2, 1, go. What was the Britannic sunk by? I should give you 1 minute for this one. This one's easy. What was the Britannic sunk by? My stream schedule. I'll tell you after the Q&A, Maritime. What was the Britannic sunk by? Mine! Crystal got it! GG, Crystal. So Crystal has 3 points now, and Maritime has 9. No, it was a mine. Britannic was not sunk by a torpedo. Definitely not. Alright. Final question. What year was the HMS Victory built? 3, 2, 1. Final question. When was the Victory built? 3, 2, 1. There. I have to search this up myself. Nope. HMS Victory. When did it have its maiden voyage, I should say? Okay. When was it launched? When was the HMS Victory launched, I should say? May 7th, 1765? Correct! Crystal got it, but Maritime still won. So Crystal has 4 points, Maritime has 9. That was the final question. When did it have its maiden voyage? Maiden voyage. When was it launched? I'm sorry. But Crystal still got it. But Maritime won. 9-4. 17. I guess that could technically be considered as a right answer, Maritime. I will count both of them as a right answer. But Crystal got it. Crystal got it first. I will count both of those as a right answer, though. Alright. And also, Maritime, my stream schedule is whenever I want. I don't have a stream schedule at all. Bro, you gotta be kidding. You launch means it's been ordered and laid down. Yeah, but... Okay. Well... I'm still counting both of those, but either way, Maritime, you still won. Congratulations. GG, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream now. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bro, when can I expect the next stream? When can you expect the next stream? We'll see. I'm gonna see if I can do another one this week. I'm gonna see if I can do another one this week, Maritime. But I hope you all had a fantastic day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day, everybody, and peace out.